I am Michael Charles, retired commissioner and commandant of the Auxiliary Police Forces in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I've been that for the past 8 years.
All right. Now I realized a while ago that there was no sound. So audience, listeners, we apologize for that. I think we're going to have to go over the introductions. I am sorry about that. So let's go back to, first of all, let me start over. We're having our cup chat discussion right now and speaking on the topic, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Auxiliary Forces committed to service. And I'm going to let our guests reintroduce themselves now that we have that sorted. My apologies. Go ahead.
Pleasant good morning. My name is APC Simonica Williams. I'm attached to the Central Police Station, employed with the Ministry of Education, assigned to the Kingston Prep School.
All right, go ahead.
Good morning to everyone. My name is APC Baino. I work at Input Warehouse.
And pleasant good morning. My name is Michael Charles, retired commissioner of police and commandant of the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Auxiliary Police Forces. Always good to be here, and I've been commandant for the past 8 years.
All right. What's it like? What has it been like for you after leaving that rank and now you're in charge of something else? Well, after you retire from that and you go to something else, how does it feel?
Well, after retiring, you know, well, for me, it was a strange thing. You know, you have to get up all in the morning to go to work. And then getting up and not doing anything. Mm-hmm. But when the opportunity was afforded to me, I grabbed it. And it's a voluntary service, mm-hmm. and enjoy doing it really. Unfortunately, the second in command, Adjutant Major Marksman, he is unable to make it this morning.
Okay. All right. And what has it been like for you ladies being a part of the Auxiliary Police Service?
For me, it is a good initiative.
Okay.
Well, for me, it's a good experience. Mm-hmm. I love in my job.
All right. What are some of the things or some of the most memorable things that you've done while being an auxiliary officer?
Well, for me, memorable, enjoy working with the kids, etc. Yeah, care for them and love for them as my own.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And when did you get to work with the children? You could share one of those times.
Early this year, I did a community service with the kindergarten.
Oh, the babies.
Yeah, social studies to introduce myself and to tell them more about my job.
Okay. All right. Officer Bino, what's your most memorable experience since working in the auxiliary forces?
My most memorable experience working as an auxiliary is a sad one. And I have to help a young guy, but unfortunately he died. Okay. He got shot, and I was the only officer on the scene at that time. So then asking other people for help and call, and it wasn't really nice. So that I always keep that in the back of my head.
So how did you manage to deal with that and to move on?
Well, I do me call, do everything as what I trained to do. Mm. But then when you wake up the next morning and you hear the news the guy dead, it touched me in a way, but you got to move on.
Yeah. When you got your first, for both of you, when you got your first experience of putting your training into practice, what was that like for you? Were you really nervous, or did you have the confidence to say, yeah, man, I got this. I know what they taught me. I got this.
Well, for me, I was nervous at first until I get accustomed.
Okay.
For me, it's the same. I was kind of shy, but then day by day, yeah, I get in the groove and I do it real good.
All right. Officer Charles, now to probably backtrack a little bit, tell us about the auxiliary police force or service.
Well, the auxiliary police force, it is governed by the Police Act, Chapter 391. Section 55 deals with the auxiliary police force. And the auxiliary police force is basically there to assist the general police when they need extra duties in terms of training. And a member of the auxiliary police force, any member can be called out for duty by the commissioner of police. Although I'm the commandant, the commissioner of police is the overall head of the auxiliary. He's in charge of all the forces in Vincent the Grenadines.
Okay. I hope this question don't get you in any trouble, right? But you've been in charge of the police force and now you're in charge of the auxiliary police force. Which one is easier to deal with?
Well, I definitely won't get myself in trouble with that question. And the auxiliary police force is by far more easy. I mean, you're more relaxed because you don't do anything per se. The officers who actually do a thing, you're just a superintendent over everything. And more so, the commissioner of police is over me. So any bad thing for me, really, it was to slip over to the commissioner, really. So
Okay. What are some of the duties that you carry out on a daily basis? Anybody can go first.
Well, my duty on a daily basis at the prep school is to make sure priority, ensure safety of all teachers and children on the compound, meaning not to allow any unauthorized parcels on the compound. If like a visitor come to get access to the compound, that is my duty to make sure I go through all procedure, forward them to the principal office so I can get a okay. Also, I do numerous patrols on a daily basis to make sure everything is okay and safe, especially at break times when the babies are out. I always have to be on my feet to be vigilant to make sure no fight, nothing happen and what's not. Most of it, the most important thing is about safety, to keep the teachers, especially the students, safe. And especially at dismissal, my babies, well, I will say it's my babies, kindergarten, keep them safe. Like dismissal, make sure they go in the right parent or guardian hand to prevent.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Safety is my priority for me. Yeah.
Okay. And what's the best part of your day?
My best part?
Yes.
I don't think I have a best part.
Okay.
Challenging.
All right. And you, Bino? Some of your daily tasks, or that's some of the things you do on a daily basis?
Well, on a daily basis at agriculture, excuse me, at agriculture input warehouse, I log in. When I finish logging, I take a patrol, walk around the compound, make sure everything is okay. Customer will come in, some don't know where the cash is. I show them where the cash is, they will ask me information. Some people will come to the boss, want to go upstairs, I will call upstairs, tell them this person's downstairs is okay, send them up. And it have some people who come on the compounds and want to create a little trouble. I will pull them aside and talk to them and tell them, remember, here's a business place and you have to be vigilant. And
Okay.
but otherwise, it's kind of hard. It only looks, but it's kind of hard and challenging at sometimes.
Okay. And how does it, well, a couple years ago there was this sort of lack of respect or lesser respect for auxiliary police officers. Has that changed, Charles? Has it improved over the years?
Well, when I took over the auxiliary police force, Mr. Marksman and I and the other officers, we put in a lot of training in place, because when I always say this, when I joined the police force in 1981, the person that took me out on the beat was an auxiliary, APC Cain. And the respect we had for auxiliary in those days was up. And I don't know what, over the years, why things just deteriorated like that. And if you remember, you may be too young for this too, there was a Calypso banana police. And they term to, anytime they say banana police, they term to refer that to the auxiliary. In most cases, some of the auxiliary are responsible for the way they have been treated. But I can tell you that these new batch that we have, they are no-nonsense officers, especially when dealing with traffic.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that they dealt with traffic as well. Do they do that? How how does it work though?
Well, I can let APC Williams
No problem.
give you some of our experience.
Ah, so you've done it. Okay.
My experience, my first encounter was when I was assigned to the girls' high school. I was on my way in Kingston around after 12 for lunch. I was in a line of traffic. When the van reached at Peacemo, there was another van from Villa Glen, I can remember correctly, tried to overtake the one I was in. Did not get through. So the line of traffic was going down. I was in front, the van was behind. When we reach across by subway area, that van overtake the whole traffic, overtake and another lane, go over and then go into Geese bushel. I was still in the van sitting. I observed everything. I took out my phone. I take a picture. I didn't say anything. When I reached down at Tokyo now, come out of the van, I go to my business. When I was coming back to go back to school, I met the same van breaking another traffic offense. I approached the driver nicely. Well, I usually approach them with a smile on my face. Introduce myself, I present my ID, and I let him know about the offense that he committed. And he was like, "Miss, out of tongue me being grind." And I was like, "You were going out of tongue?" I said, "I was right behind of you." I asked him for his driver's license. He did it twisting, making a kind of funny move, and I repeating myself. He handed over the driver's license, so I took a picture of it. And I let him know of the action that I'm going to take. And then he was like, "You are going to like if you are walk at traffic. Oppose. Come ask him if oppose I want." So I went straight to the traffic department and I report the matter. Other incidents that while I'm waiting for vans on evening, van will come down with low music and I will approach them calmly. He have this one out at Kaliakwa specific. I warned him today. The next day he didn't expect I to be there. When he met the U-turn and he see me, just as he see me, he do me like that. I approached the van and I tell him this is a final warning. The third day again, I was in my home country, and that is how I know I was respected. In of uniform or out of it. As soon as he see me, he was coming into Kingston and the music was, as soon as he see me, he turned on the music and he gave me a thumbs up. Yeah.
Great.
Wow. Okay. You had something you were going to share by now? No? Yeah.
Well, my experience, I was coming out of work at 12 o'clock. I was coming out. And when I walking up, right by Anglican school, a bus stopped right there. And I said, driver, you can't stop there. Oh, you're the auxiliary, you can't do me nothing. I said, driver, you cannot stop there. The conductor said, "Man, don't study shit here." And they continue pick up passenger. Okay, I said, okay then. I went in front, I took down his number, and then after, I write down the time, and I said, okay then, I walk going up the road. When I reach up the road, I saw Officer Caesar, and I told Officer Caesar what happened. He said, okay then, come, let me go back now.
Caesar is a traffic officer?
Yes.
Yes, please.
Sergeant.
Okay.
So when we're coming back down now, I show him the number of the van and everything, all the information. He said, don't move, you stay right here. So when the van come up, because it's a Camlin Park van. When they came back up to Tokyo, we went in Tokyo and he talked to the young man and he tell the young conductor start to course. Caesar said, don't answer them. And he just writes up a ticket and he give them the ticket. And then we just walk out to Tokyo. Another last year, my boss, she sent me to collect something over on the other side of the street. And when I was walking up, it was around the carnival season and Julian Bar was there. And then traffic built right up. So ASP passed the same time and he saw me. He said, "Officer, you in your uniform?" Excuse me. "Why you're not directing the traffic?" So he tell me, "Go and direct the traffic." So I was in the middle of the road. Auxiliary see me, come, stop. And yes, I was directing. I feel so proud of me. What? I upgrade. I directed So that was a good experience for me too. It was okay, but some of the vans at the Leeward bus terminal, when they see me, they know me. So they say, yeah, officer, I know, can't stop me. But, oh, no, but now it's time for me to collect someone. I say, they ain't supposed to stop me. Please don't stop me. And they go just, yeah, officer, okay, officer.
All right, that's good to hear that we still have some compliance, some of that going on. We hope that it would improve. So that now brings me to the next question: can auxiliary police officers make arrests, and what other rights do you have that persons usually think you don't have?
Well, the auxiliary police police officers, as they say, they have the powers of arrest, same powers as any ordinary police officer. The benefits, they go to hospital, get free medicals and so on, the same benefits and so on. So it's just that they're auxiliary police officers and not general officers. From time to time, a person is transferred, if you want to say, promoted from the auxiliary to the police force. And I can tell you, we have some auxiliary officers. They are more respected than some police. Yeah.
Okay, that's wonderful. Now, I'm not sure if we had this question from a previous interview, but do you start off in the police training school like the other police officers? How does it work?
Unfortunately, they don't start at the police training school, but we have training Monday, Tuesdays, and Saturdays. Mondays is usually rifle drills. Tuesdays, foot and arm drill, and Saturdays we do book walks and so on to teach people about the law and so on. That's basically it. But training is ongoing. We don't stop training.
Okay. All right. I think what we can do here is take a short ad break, come back, we can finish up the interview and allow the listeners to make calls if they wish to do so. So listeners, we're going to take a break. We'll be back.
Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Do you spin a dial to make a call on your rotary phone from the 60s?
No.
Are you driving an unreliable and risky automobile made in the 1900s?
Of course not.
Are you still fiddling with an antenna to get good signal on your black and white television from the 20s?
Really?
Then why are you still stuck in the past, sitting on an unintelligent 1930s design toilet? That's right, 1930s design. What does your bathroom say about you? Don't get left behind. The future is now. Be smart. Be progressive. Get yourself a smart toilet seat or a complete toilet today at one of our 4 authorized hardware stores. General Hardware, Gibson's Building Supplies, Lane's Hardware, or Miners Hardware. For more information, you can call us at 457-1703 or visit our website, justwashit.vc.
At Lynch Caribbean, yes, we offer comprehensive insurance solutions and broking, but we are more than an insurance broker. We drill down to your core business strategy. We keep a pulse on risk to keep your operations healthy.
On your mark, get set.
Along the way, helping you to drive competitive advantages. At Lynch Caribbean, we have your back. Contact us today for insurance solutions, strategic risk advisory, and more. Call 453-3300. Email info@lynchcaribbean.com or visit our office in Beachmont, Kingstown. Follow Lynch Caribbean SVG on Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, or visit www.lynchcaribbean.com.
Have you ever heard about Logs Cash and Carry? Well, let me tell you, Logs Cash and Carry provides retail products at affordable prices, making them competitive with major supermarkets. Logs Cash and Carry also provide wholesale on some products, mainly from Log Enterprises. You can get toiletries, cleaning supplies, shortening, margarine, wholesale drinks, and canned goods at competitive prices. Logs Cash and Carry is located at the top of Fountain Stretch, VG Highway. Our opening hours are Monday Mondays to Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Logs Cash and Carry. We look forward to serving you.
99.9 WEFM.
Cop Chat. You've got questions for the police? They're here to give you the answers on WEFM 99.9.
The world has become such a cruel place. Something is wrong with the human race. Preacher man say it's wonders and signs. We are living in the end of times. Where is the love we once used to know? Where is the kindness we used to show? The heart of man is so full of hate. Let's make a change before it's too late. Too much killing, too much blood spilling. Each and every morning, it's weeping and mourning. We've got to stop all the crimes, erase the violence, let our voice be heard. We can't sit in silence. The hope of tomorrow is in our use today. We've got to live in love. Crime and violence don't pay.
We are back with the Cup Chat discussion this morning, speaking on the topic, the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Auxiliary Force committed to service. In studio, we have the commandant of the SVG Auxiliary Force, Mr. Michael Charles, and two auxiliary police officers, Tasca Bino and Semonika Williams. If you wish to give us a call, if you have questions, if you have comments, you can do so. 457-9997. In the meantime, we head right back into our discussion. What is the most challenging thing about what you do? What would you say is the most challenging thing?
Well, for me, the most challenging thing for me on a daily basis is to uphold the school, especially to parents. That is the most challenging part for me. Yeah, because dealing with parents, because like, for example, if a visitor come at this school, there are certain criteria you should maintain before you enter the compound.
Like your dress code.
Your dress code. Like I have an incident last week Wednesday with a parent. And it was they were having a meeting at the school, and she came. She was just in a sleeveless dress tight. And she didn't say morning or anything. I said, Miss, where are you going? I'm going to the meeting. I was like, Miss, you cannot enter the compound like that, dressing like that. And she started behaving aggressively, and I just take a deep breath and just keep my cool. That is the most challenging thing for me. Yeah.
Parents can be challenging
Very
to deal with. Yes. What about you, Bino?
I would say the most challenging thing for me at agriculture is some customer. They know they ain't supposed to do this, but they continue doing it. Some they come in and agriculture smoking. You ain't supposed to smoke. We have chemical, manure, this poison could catch fire. And when you speak to them, it's like the attitude and just say, oh, you ain't gonna spell my money. You ain't spelling my money, and just leave them. As I will call the police next door for you, but they don't study with.
Wow. Oh wow, it's a bit unfortunate to hear. What do you use then? What is it that keeps you going? What is it that keeps you motivated, gets you going back each day to carry out your duties?
My kids.
For me, determination.
Okay.
I'm very determined to this field.
All right. Did you always see yourself being in law enforcement, or you had other plans?
For me, I did have the passion to become.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, My passion was to take care of the elderly, but then that passion I didn't get you with that one, so I went in this one. But I love this one. Yeah, I love this one. I love my job, and I take it very, very serious.
Seriously.
Out to uniform. I got jokes if I go see when I did government clothes, because this is not my government clothes. I have to respect my
Serious
government
business.
Yes, I have to respect it.
All right.
I never know who they around the corner and they don't know. The first thing Vincent shall love to do is put police on Facebook. They love to put we on Facebook. Any little thing we on Facebook. So I don't mess up at all.
Be on your P's and your Q's. All right, then. What's the most challenging part for you, Charles, being the leader?
Well, sometimes you get some complaints and so on, and you have to deal with them, because sometimes when a person feel that the auxiliary wrong them and they come in, you have to hear both sides of the story. And sometimes they don't want to listen. Right? But other than that, it's not really challenging at all. Coming from coming from the police,
right?
And come up, it's not that challenging.
Okay. So I see somebody has a question here. And the question is, one reason why you believe that you are not being taken seriously sometimes, is it a lack of appearing to show or to apply authority? That's the question from the person. In your opinion, why do you think persons are putting up such a resistance when it comes to giving you the respect that you deserve?
Some of we auxiliary don't carry ourselves properly on some street. Some of we don't take we job serious. So that's why a lot of civilians don't take us very serious.
All right. Same reason for you?
Yes, please.
Okay. And there's a saying, I think, that says something to the effect of if you respect yourself first, and then other people will respect you. So you definitely have to take that. We have a caller. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning, Amir.
A pleasant good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Yes. You're breaking up.
Breaking up.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, we're still having a little trouble hearing you.
Oh boy. Another phone then.
Okay. All right, then let's try that.
Yes.
Okay. In the meantime, listeners, if you have questions for the officers, you can give us a call, 457-9997. That's to break shortly as we, bring the interview to a close. What are some of the benefits that you get? I think Charles was listing some a while ago. If there are others, what are some of the benefits that you get from being an auxiliary police officer? You can't think of your benefits now? What about training? Let's talk about training then, because you get some training, and Charles said that training is ongoing. I'm hoping that you see training as something good.
Training nice. But you ain't lift up the heavy gun.
You get into practice, man. That's
sweetheart. If you lift up the gun, then put it by itself. It's heavy and it only looks so, but I'm only heavy. And you have to hold it properly, and then you have to stand up with that heavy gun. Just practice.
Well, you're learning to use heavy machinery. Let me put it like that. So in the future, in case you want to apply, okay. So we have a call. Stick a pin right there. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
I just like to draw attention to the these minivans on the road. You see them coming up the road. They're not going right, but the indicator on all the time. I think the police should really look at that and take a serious thing about it. Okay? That's my advice.
Okay. Thanks very much for your contribution.
All right. I noticed that somebody else was trying to call while we had that call, so you can give us a call back. Okay, there we go. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Yes, good morning.
A pleasant good morning.
Good morning.
Um, I think with auxiliary officers, right? A lot of folks I won't say, yeah, put it like that. A lot of folks in the society are wrong, especially in Kingston, disrespect these officers. But then they recognize as, they just call them psychops, because they may recognize them as real police. So it was just, I think it was a week or 2 weeks ago, there was one down at Bush Street, and the conductor guy was like, getting on and this and that. That's anybody that's an officer. You have to have respect. And you start, oh wait, them they call up, no, them not a real police. The man is joking. You know what I mean? And that is the point. My another problem with the guy who now calling the concern in the traffic, there's some bus stops that they have on the road. There's one, soon as you come up with the tarmac heading out to the windward side, I think the police need to do something to those bus stops. They just hold up a lot of traffic, especially on the mornings and the evening.
We'll take
So
note
I think
of
they
it.
should look into this. At least find someone with a Coca-Cola and family to let our passengers.
We're taking note of your comments, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, caller. All right. As we come closer and closer to the end, for the persons that are out there who may be thinking about joining the auxiliary force, what encouragement can you give to them? while you think about it. Okay, so there's a call. Let's take this. Hi, caller. Oh, okay. I think I lost the call. They're calling back. Hi, good morning.
Hello, pleasant good morning. How are you guys? This is Pumpy again.
Hi.
Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah, I listen to you guys every day. I listen. Anyway, one of the ladies said that one of the most problems she going through is like, some civilians, some people ain't got no respect for them and kind of going on there.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as anything happen, first thing they on Facebook. And to me, I think that's true. A lot of people don't respect the police them, and some police don't respect one another. Okay, I'm just going through. I just had to straighten out one of my son, baby mother. My son is passed away now, and he had 2 children for my son. I do what I can do for them because I love all my children, and my son passed away. I try to do the best me can for my grandchildren.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like that girl, he got his kids them with me, and she get along pretty good. But at the same time, she very disrespectful. I have a daughter which is a police. She live in Stubbs. She was at a shop, which her brother shop, and the girl do not like my daughter. And the girl going into the shop, and my daughter must say who was in front of the shop, she said, stand up in front, but she back was turned. And this lady passed, and she didn't even excuse me or whatsoever. She just passed right up and put up on her. And so my daughter said, she turned around and she said, Nicole, what you doing? You know what you're doing? So it's like, my daughter must talk to her and think because it wouldn't do get along at all,
Mm-hmm.
So my daughter says she talked to her and he tell her, say, that not the way you could have said excuse her, something like that. And anyway, she left and she go in her vehicle and she leave and she call me. I said, God is so good. My daughter got like 11 years in the police force. She could have lose her job stupid because she just like me. I'm ignorant when I'm ready, and my daughter when she ready, she just got my mind too. So I'm so happy that my daughter walk away and go in she vehicle and go about she business. So when she called me and tell me, I call Nicole. I said, Nicole, what's going on? What happened to you and my daughter? She did anything? Oh no, but she stand up in front of the shop. You don't stand up in front of the shop, and all I do is just brush off and go. I said, Lord Jesus, and I excuse my language, I ain't go cuss it. I really put the punch food and pen. I said, let me tell you something. You disrespecting my daughter right there. I didn't even say as a police. I just say you disrespecting my daughter. You don't know it's why you don't get along. And you have no right to put up on her. And even though it happened, you should have said, well, sorry, and leave it at that. Oh, I ain't have to tell her nothing. I ain't got to tell her, excuse me. All I do, I just bush on her and go. I said, you know what? You could have met my daughter lose her job right there, and she could have been on Facebook and all and kind of going on there, because she be slap you or box you. The whole world would have heard this, and then I know what happened. Why she lose she job. You know? So, whether she hadn't really listened, me and she talk good still. But I had to tell her how I am. And don't mess with my daughter no more. See her and do like she and see her. Go about your business.
All right.
But I won't take away my thing from my grandchildren, because at one time I get so vexed, I tell her I go left me two grandboy did she, and I will stop.
All right, Pompey, thank you. We ran out of time.
But
Thank you.
You know, to tell her straight up, I'm sorry about that. But at the same time, you get me mad, because my daughter could have lose her job if she be ignorant like me.
All right, Buttercup.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you for your contribution. Yeah. All right. So you have any responses or no? If not, then we can go to the previous question about your encouragement to police officers. So I think Pompey there was just emphasizing, how you should have some respect for police officers. Well, we should have respect for people generally, but especially for the law. Now, for those who want to join the law enforcement agency, let me put it like that, what encouragement can you give to them, especially if they want to come to the auxiliary forces?
Well, I can say, like, for example, if an individual want to build their skills and discipline area, you can come to auxiliary police force. And like, for example, like if your self-confidence ain't that strong enough, you can always join auxiliary, because for me, it helped me to build my self-confidence and to believe in myself more, and to how to put it, community respect, etc. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, we have a caller. Let me take this call quickly. Hi, caller. Good morning.
Good morning to Mr. Roleza and Mr. Charles and the other person there.
Good morning.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes. Clearly.
No. And if Mr. Charles could explain the age that you could enter the auxiliary police force and the time when you are retired and so on. If you could be an idea spot.
Yes, you have to be no less than 18 years old to join. And in terms of retiring as an auxiliary, once you're fit, we have auxiliary up to 60 years because they're fit and strong. And once you can still do what you're supposed to do. Yes. We don't really ask you to leave.
Okay. You get any benefit after you're retired?
There's nothing in law.
Do you get any benefit?
There's nothing in law to say that you can get a pension and so on. But for every person who retires, every auxiliary, the commandant write to the commissioner, and the commissioner write to the Minister of National Security, and they go to the Governor General, and they always get something. But there's nothing in law as a pension for auxiliary.
I see. All right. Thank you for your information.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we'll get the encouragement from Bino, and then with that, we'll have our closing remarks as we head out. It's 9:00, and we have to we've come to the end of our discussion. So by now, your encouragement to persons wanting to join the force.
To me, if you really want to join auxiliary, you have to be serious. You just don't come in auxiliary because you see your friend in auxiliary. Come in, be serious, love your job. If you don't come around and want to play, don't come. But if you're coming for something serious and motivate yourself and upgrade yourself and be a better person, and then when any disaster comes, you could come out, hurricanes, for anything, you're coming out for work, fine. Yes.
All right then. With that, we have come to the end of our interview with the auxiliary officers and their commandant this morning. Just going to give you this opportunity to, in a couple of seconds, say what you would like to leave the listeners with this morning. Anything at all you choose?
I would say that any person 18 and above with good character, able-bodied, can be a member of the auxiliary police force. There's a lot of opportunities. Mostly you can be transferred to the Royal St. Vincent the Grenadines Police Force, and there's a lot of opportunities.
Okay, then. I don't know who's next. Nothing. That's it from you. All right. Williams, anything from you?
No, please.
You said it all. Lovely. All right. With that, that's the end of the interview on the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Auxiliary Forces committed to serve. This morning, we spoke with Officer Michael Charles, who is the commandant of the SVG Auxiliary Force, as well as Tasca Bino and Semonica Williams, who are auxiliary police officers. Thank you for joining me. For those who are coming for the first time, see you when you come back next time. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too.
It's now 9:03 and we're heading straight into our ECCB currency exchange rate.
Nothing else sounds as good as